Say hi, Wiki. Hi Capricorn. Give me a nugget. Oh, whoa. Okay, hi. So welcome to this place, and welcome back if you're returning. So we're gonna do a 6-month forecast. I thought that would be fun. Let's look more at the plant. I thought that would be fun. And specifically, I'm doing this from October, from the eclipse to a 6-month. Let me back up. Sorry, I haven't talked to anybody today. You know, when you just starting something new. So let's back up. There's an eclipse on. Actually, it's today, the 2nd of October, and it's a solar eclipse. Eclipses usually, tropically speaking, work in 6-month periods. Like they sort of play out. Like what's going on around them will help itself heal itself over the next 6 months. Sometimes it can. Anything that's been hiding, it can bubble it up, and then again, the whole purpose is healing, though, regardless. Healing and growth and the good stuff, right? Even if sometimes it's like rough, you know? Like for instance, today I gotta get a tooth extracted because the dentist that I had prior, the last 6 months, messed up my teeth. So I have to deal with it, with another one, a different one, because I know what I trust and who I want to work with, etc. As an example. But you know, I saw love coming into your life. What was the sentence too? It was something about trustworthy relationships. Yeah, we'll take that. Trustworthy relationships. Maybe that's what you're building upon. Your small circles of friends. I want to mention a few things astrologically, then we'll get into your cards. So, pardon me. We're going to be doing this the whole time. Ricky gets up, and then I put him down. So, there he goes. This lunar cycle is touching on your ninth house, and then your 3rd house. We start in the 9th, and then we work towards the 3rd. So that axis in your map is very important. You want to probably look at that, see if there's stars there. Averagely speaking, we're talking about... Ow. Oh, that's a weird feeling. Averagely speaking, we're talking about learning. This could also be publishing for some of you, like... You know, maybe you're writing your dissertation, or you're getting your PhD, or you're publishing that book, you're publishing that deck of cards. You're publishing, meaning I've been doing something on the side. Now I want to share this with everybody. So again, 3, 9 are helpful houses. I also saw your 3rd house is double emphasized. You had this 3. Or is it this 3 rollout? 3 and 12. So these as an undercurrent to me this is about your abilities and your hidden talents. So this could also be something that's really big for you that grows. Now, as we're working towards your birthday, which for me is we're going from autumn, okay, into winter. Usually that's I'm working on something within. I'm working on something inside, right? And then in the spring, maybe that's when you also launch something or share something, complete something. Technically, it's... Ricky? No, thank you. It's... There's 2 eclipses in March, actually. I think it's the 13th and the 29th. But either way, we're getting into basically autumn to spring. So yeah, so friendship and writing. Friendship and writing. Maybe you're writing letters to your friends over the winter, or I heard communicating in your own way. Okay. I want to turn on the light. I feel like it's an odd light right now. Hold on. Ricky? I know, honey. Does that help at all? I want to hang some Christmas lights back here, but they're all packed away still, although it's not even Halloween and I kind of want to bust them out. All right, let's see what Zumi has to say for this 6 month, like an overall energy. Let's see, Capricorn. Okay, well, whenever the phone goes off like that, like there's that indication, it's affirming to me. Okay, Capricorn. Constant comfort. This could also be comfort as sits alone. Okay, I'm comfortable. This is a very positive card to receive. It's positive. I'm comfortable with my own mind, like the way I'm thinking about things. I'm comfortable in my body. I'm not having a like trigger response to things. This is also happy inner child energy. So good job on that. If there's something that's constant, this could be in your body. It could be something that you're working through in your shadow or spiritually that you're like, you know, this is still really close to me. You could potentially find someone, a reader, a therapist, a good friend even, that's like helpful for mending. It's also a really strong male, really strong man in your life that doesn't... Sorry, Ricky, it's too much, baby. I guess Ricky's a good example there. Like, that was comfortable for him. It was fairly comfortable for me, but after a while of the constancy of, okay, he's here, I'm petting him, it's fine. And then I'm like, okay, I need some space. 12th house, right? I put him down. He jumps right back up. I put him down. He jumps. We can't expect, I guess, something to be aware of or to remember, that we can't expect other people to do what they have not done. So whatever people have done, how they have responded or reacted or acted in the situation, whatever they do, that's what they're kind of going to do. I heard not that there couldn't be growth upon that which already does the thing that you respect, I guess. Okay. But that which is something where you say to yourself, like, it reminds me of recently where I had, a bad experience with the dentist. And from the get-go, I had this constant feeling where it was telling me I was uncomfortable with this person. I was not comfortable. I was comfortable in myself, but I was not comfortable when I would try to connect with whatever this external thing was. So in that case, I really needed to trust myself, and I sort of did. But I didn't take, I trusted my intuition. I knew I was right, but I didn't take action on it. So that may be something that happens over the next 6 months too, where like you just, if you have an awareness around something, you want to take action on it. But there isn't a need to necessarily rush with everything. It's more just where it's that constant, if there's a constant discomfort, then I heard you want to take action in changing that thing. This could also be some of you find a masseuse or like a body worker could also be very helpful. Like if you, because he's standing on a mountain, this is Capricorn energy to me. So if you've had like a constant pain in your body somewhere, again, Saturn energy is like teeth, bones, joints, really important things. Remember, he also rules over like our spleen, our gallbladder, these kind of extra organs and parts that we don't usually see. Teeth are the one thing that we see of Saturn. So maybe some of you are figuring out, again, like how to be more comfortable with maybe something you aren't generally comfortable with. Okay. So these came out in groups. Oh, I guess we're going to do, let's go month by month for you. Okay, we need one more. Just a second. I'm hoping I can get a few of these done today because I'm not going to be able to talk for another day or two. There we go. So the bottom of the deck, hold on. Let me clear my throat. Some of you are public speakers, so you have to prepare for a speech. Okay, on the bottom of the deck we have connection. Awesome. Look at that viscous Pisces. There's the Opal Oracle. You know, this is side note. I didn't realize until afterwards, like, what this symbol was. I didn't know what it was. And then when I did some research, it said something like 44,000 angels connect to that. And it makes me feel like sometimes that is like us here. Like we're a group of souls in that. We're part of that soul group. Okay. Let's choose these ones. Some of you are really talented at something and you don't know it yet. Who else Taurus talked about this where that could be helpful, excuse me, in ways of like manifesting physically. Okay, thanks. There we go. What side is, I heard the right side of you is Saturn, the left side of you is the moon. You want to go out, Muffy? No? All right. Constant comfort, I like that. Let's see October. Cosmos and the Six of Wands, awesome. So something beautiful, October. This is also showing me a person's attitude from now until 6 months from now in this period that we're looking at. This could also be, maybe some of you get your chart read and that really helps you, paying attention to your 6th house, which is your work house, your house of servancy. This could also give you some kind of insight. If you've been feeling a little blocked in ways of like what you're doing and what you, like your output, your input, then I could see that from as we work through October and beyond, there's something really beautiful where maybe astrologically there was just something that's kind of blocking you, or it felt like that. You want to go out, baby? Come here, honey. Oh, yeah, muffer. See you later. See you, brother. Yeah, there's something really beautiful in your chart that's happening. I also see, like, this is someone accepting more of who they are. Okay. Yeah, it's accepting who you are. It's like, maybe just owning it. You know, where it's kind of like, I heard, yeah, I am meant to do this. You know, because this could be part of your purpose. Could be a really big thing, right? Cosmos to me is, I'm seeing this as like, well, someone has a map and they're not worried about if they're going to get lost as they move forward. They're like, I got this. I got this. And anything, I guess anything, that's a big word, but it seems like anything you kind of do, or at least something specifically that you have been doing, works out really well. This could be recognition for something, not only from other people, but also from the stars. You know, maybe it's like we were mentioning the astrology. It could be like I've worked through, you know, maybe some of you have worked through like your Saturn return, or you're on your second Saturn return, or your Chiron return, or your Uranus space where it's like that midlife crisis energy. Like wherever you are with that, I feel like if you felt like, man, karmically, I have just had to be here for a while like this. And I heard somebody say, this has been hard on me. It might have just been hard on the ego, I don't know. But overall, it's something where someone's like, well, I guess this is the way that it is, and I gotta suck this up. But because they, I heard, performed correctly, because this, oh, remember, part of this 6-month forecast that we're looking at, as eclipses work in 6 months, you could also look back. Whatever you've done for the last 6 months, I feel like you've done well. And so now we're here. Now we're here. So I heard, be proud of yourself. Some of you, it's time to date again. Or you like I saw someone, the words like putting something on the market. Okay. Let's see November. Okay, interesting. We have blocked and the Knight of Wands. So we just went from 6 of Wands and jumped all the way to the Knight. So that's a big jump. 7, 8, 9, 10, Page. So we went 5 steps, and actually to the Knight makes 6. This is also an emphasis that something really beautiful is happening now in ways of good energy, spiritual energy, your vitality. But this is also something that's thinking about the future too. Like going into like April energy, into spring. And if you feel blocked in your body, if you feel like maybe it's blocked sexually, like I don't know if maybe your partner isn't really feeling that sexy, or you're not feeling that sexy, that kind of, because you know how it's not, I guess we're talking about this, like, you know, if a person, it doesn't feel that hot about themselves in ways of just confidence, then sometimes it's like that sexual energy is kind of dimmed a little, right? It gets blocked a little bit. But this could also just be, again, where you're building energy. So I heard you can only go so far in November with something. But it's almost as if a person's grateful. So I guess the message, again, with this blocked card and this Knight of Wands, I know it's hard to see, I'm sorry, it's bright backing, but it's showing me that well, if you can't do this one thing or something is sort of slow, again, okay, or blocked, it's just giving you space to go maybe do something fun. I don't know. You know, and say for instance I'm seeing someone like ask friends to go out, be like, hey, do you want to go to this event? Do you want to go to this music? Do you want to go to this show? You want to go to this drum circle? You want to go to this group meeting, this meeting? And people are like, nah, you go. So November is about independence also. The blocking energy may come more from other people. Or again, like it's slow there. It doesn't stop. It's not like you're abandoned by any means. It's just little, I feel like it's like it's someone also not sweating the blockages of other people, you know? You also could get through a block. Because, man, that's a big jump. Again, Six of Wands to the Knight of Wands is a big jump. And she's so happy in this card. Can you see her? She's having a good time. She's totally feeling it. Pardon me. All right. Well, let's see where that progresses. Let's see December. Happy holidays. Okay, Air and the Queen of Cups. Look at that. Air and the Queen of Cups. So this is December. Do we say music is very important in November? Okay. Music is very important in November. That'll help something. Someone needs to not take something so seriously too. That could be part of the blockage. Like, have fun with it. You know what I mean? Like, say you didn't we say, okay, let's make an example. For those of you who are like single, we said putting yourself on the market or putting something on the market. It's like, say you go on a date and you end up being like, well, I don't know. I'm seeing someone, this is interesting. Let me back up to the point. What were we talking about? Say the date didn't go well, which I see it going fine, but say for some reason it didn't go well. It would be like, well, I had a really good time. Because it's not about the outcome. You know, like, oh, well, we went on a date. Is this going to last forever? It's just like, wait a second. Chill. Slow down. Slow down. I do think someone's using more creative energy than they are sexual energy. Like, they're using it for work, for creativity. So again, if you're blocked in one kind of way, this feels like chakra, like it feels like a sacral chakra kind of thing. Right? Remember, it's emotional, sexual, and artistic energy all sit in that sacral chakra. We can't use all three all the time at 100, fully open, because we'll drain our energy. Okay, December. So I feel like a person is thankful for this year. They're also very open to the next year. I feel like being quiet, this shows me I feel excited for you. That's what I feel like. I feel a little jittery. I've only had a half a cup of coffee, so it's not that. It's actually like in our body. But I feel excited for you. It's like, yeah, this is so good. So if you have been doing all this fire, when we get into Sagittarius season, the end of the year, that 12th house, 3rd house that we saw that showed up, even 9, all these to me are connected, is making like this spiritual trine is what I see. Because someone's prayer game is getting better. So someone's becoming more structured in their spirituality, or there's some kind of depth that they're finding in ways of learning how to receive. If this is about your children, your parents, things like that, I feel like you want to be a little hands-off with them. It could be being very selective in when you're speaking in December. Like maybe you're just a little more quiet, but this quiet energy, because air to me is like a communication coming in, right? But then we have this Queen of Cups, which she is so receptive here. She's like, I'm listening. So there's information, and then someone's listening. It's rejuvenating too. So this could be someone or people that you really respect, that you go to listen to their wisdom. If this has to do with your wisdom, and again, I'm seeing it more interpersonal, like your friends that don't date a great person, your kids that are being kind of bratty or like in a weird stage. It's just like your parents and whatever, how they're dealing with their things. It's that kind of stuff where you're just like, hands off. Because hold on. Oh yeah, because Sag for you, for Cap Rising, is your 12th house. So you'd want to rest in that period, even though there's a lot of going energy. So maybe for some of you, in ways of Christmas or whatever holy days you celebrate, I would work on a little bit of that kind of prepping October, November, so that in December you're like, I don't have to do all this last minute stuff. And I would say for the holidays, because I'm assuming most Capricorns kind of like this sort of thing, or somebody that you're, say you're a Cap and you're married to somebody, they'd be like super Christmas even if you're not. It would be one of those things where, say you're the one that like usually cooks all the food, you set up getting people all together, you're doing all this stuff. It's kind of like, I'll make the pie. I'll make my pecan pie. But someone's not trying to do the whole thing. You know what I mean? They're realizing like what they can handle and not putting too much on their plate, because you are meant to do some listening. Because spirit could be coming through very strongly for you in that time. Okay, let's see your birthday. Let's move forward. Vulnerability and the 3 of Wands. Wow, so you have a lot of fire. So someone could be a little... She's looking out at the ocean, so we have Pisces, Aries. Oh, we have 3 more months from here, right? February, March, and then basically April. The beginning of April, we're completing this 6-month cycle. So if someone may be like, how do I explain this? Well, what's she looking at? Let's ask Sumi. Creative. Oh, maybe this has to do with... Okay, we're back into your abilities. Some of you are going to try something new that you haven't tried before. Taurus talked about this. You're not reinventing the wheel. No. You're a tree. You have all these branches of who you know and what you do and how you work with emotion, all these things. But one of the branches is something you're experienced with, and I see something branching off of that. And then what I saw is on the end of that branch is where all this fruit was growing. Somebody talked about this in October, but this big tree full of abundance, right? Maybe it was Virgo. Of course, all the earth would go together. But I would look at your fire trinity. So for you, and everyone's different, you're viewing this from a different way, but look at your fire houses, your fire planets. Capricorn rising specifically, I see this is 4, 8, and 12. So some of you are thinking about moving. You may be trying to figure out when you're supposed to... There could be something where you're like... It's almost hard to find the words. Can I get another one on that, please? Oh, well, let's see. Well, I heard, do you need to be vulnerable? Let's see. October, November, December, January. Let's see February. Okay. Look. You don't have to worry about something. See this? You have vulnerability and 3 of Wands, which being vulnerable means I'm sensitive, right? I'm kind of putting myself out there. Three of Wands is I've put myself out there. Now I'm waiting to see. Right? I'm waiting on the next, like on the green light so that I can get moving. Well, I almost felt like her posture was like, well, what's it gonna be? Like, what's it gonna do? I don't know if I don't know. That kind of energy. Look what happens. Then we have Three of Wands turns into Four of Wands. So there's nothing to worry about. It actually very much works out in your favor. And remember when you were playing this drum by yourself? Well, now you got other people there. I heard you don't gotta worry so much that you wear yourself out. I heard please watch how much other people... There's a squirrel hanging upside down. He just got an apple. Nice. Good job, buddy. If this again has to do with your children, your parents, your family, your coworkers, your boss, whatever, the folks in your life that connect to you that you're not responsible for, I think a part of this 6-month period is also letting go of that, and maybe for some of you focusing more on yourself, on your own success, on your own solidarity, on your own intuition. I mean, you still, again, you're not abandoned by anything. It's just this kind of sits in the middle, like being hands off. You are trying something new, and I feel like you should. If you're feeling a lot of resistance in your body, this is March. If you're feeling resistance in your body, I feel like you should dance. Again, put on music seems to be strong here. Put on some music, play your drum, play your guitar, do your stomp dance, like pretend you're a ballet, whatever you want to, however you want to move your body to music that makes you happy. That's so helpful. There could be something that some of you are trying to. I'm seeing this specific example. It's like, I'm going to learn, I've been practicing this, but like, I'm actually going to go out on my own and do this. That's vulnerable, right? You've sort of done it. You've practiced, you've done it before, but like, now you're doing again something more on your... just on your own. It's like testing yourself. Do it. So you have to push a little out of your comfort zone, and maybe that's what all this fire is. We were talking about moving home. I mean, Four of Wands is a positive card, but it comes with resistance. Why is that? The Devil. So if you're, I don't know, okay, I see this again, specific example. It's like, say you were, let's keep with this one. Say you taught yourself how to surf. You're always with your teacher. Then you finally go out on your own. I'm going to go do that. Say the day you decided to do that, it was super windy. The waves were all choppy. It like wasn't... there was some kind of resistance outside of you again. Could be people, could be environment, whatever. But like, if that comes in, that's actually protecting you. So like, rejection is God's protection. Something to remember there. But I don't see this as a constant. I just see like, when that happens, because it's almost like someone decided to be vulnerable about something. But and one is successful in that. But again, we're just going 3 to 4. It's like small steps. Remember, we just jumped 5, right? Then you went all the way around the wheel Now you're here. So take your time. Take your time. Okay. Let's see April. Wow. Stillness and the Hermit. Oh my gosh, that's so mellow. Someone is so, they find. So we have strong Virgo energy, which is where we started this whole eclipse energy from. So this has to do with September, October. Someone is so comfortable. They feel so at peace. They're happy with their decisions. They're happy with where they're at. And I do really feel for some of you, you're meant to do something alone. Again, something you haven't done before. Put yourself out there. Be a little bit, it's out of your comfort zone in some kind of way. But where you end up, look, we have 6 of Wands, which is, I can do it. This is healthy ego, right? I can do it. This is part of my karma to see. For some of you, you need to know part of your karma is you're allowed to succeed. Then as we move the bookend of it, this 6-month process, you end up with stillness in the Hermit, which is a perfect expression of that energy. It's like, I'm comfortable with who I am. I can feel spirit within me. I can create my own light now. I feel contented with what I have done. And again, you have a lot of fire. October, November, January, February is fire energy. But I will say the undercurrent is the cosmos blocked vulnerability and resistance. So this could be happening a little bit, but again, I don't see it as constant. It's just being aware of when it is. Again, the ocean is choppy. It's not time for me to swim. That could be feeling blocked, or you are whatever. That's okay. It's protecting you because apparently someone wants to get going with this. So every 2 months, you're meant to take a break and sit back. So again, October, November, go for it if you want, where you can. December, chill. January, February, it's doing and chilling, right? You don't want to push too much. I would definitely also look in your birthday time, the beginning of the year, what you need to do for yourself or how you're wanting to feel when we get into spring, because the beginning of spring is a big indication to the next annual cycle. So yeah, again, January, February is also fire, but this is like smaller fire. And then we end up with the Hermit so beautifully. Let's see one last card. It's looking ahead with faith. Right, because that 3 of Wands, harmony. Harmony. Which is the Ace of Wands in this deck. Yeah, fire's really big for you. Your air and water houses are more December. And then, yeah, quiet. It's quiet December and April within. It's not chatty in there, you know. It's not nervous. It's not clinging. It's not controlling. It's very accepting. You know, maybe still curious. Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe still curious. Wow. Okay. So as you do have all this fire energy, I would look at what you are doing and what you want to be doing. And where your energy goes. Try to look over that. Again, it could be the people that I heard that you're in charge of. Because some of you are like bosses, you have employees, right? Or you're like the lead of the team. It's something like that. Capricorn always excels in their job. Or at very least is trusted to work independently, right? You're very trustworthy. So, but this I think has, because you don't have any earth that came out here, so I don't think ultimately all this fire is talking about work energy. It could be, but I feel like this is your power. Do you know what I mean? Like your healthy ego. Because fire is tricky to you. All the fire is tricky to the earth signs, right? Aries is a square to you. Leo is an inconjunct. And Sag is your neighbor, so you have to, it's a little bit of a, they're all kind of blind spots. But I see a lot of progress. Yep, we have progress and success. I see progress and success with that. Okay. I'm going to say that's that. Good job. Someone receives a lot of praise too, even though they're not usually a person. This is a very humble person. You know, this is like, I don't need praise. I don't need success. I don't need this kind of stuff. But again, if you're usually the passive one in this way, then there's some kind of lesson over the next 6 months where you're supposed to put yourself out there in some kind of way. To help the fire of your healthy ego stay, you know? And again, I heard, man, that was a great day. That was a great day. Okay. I love you, Capricorn. I hope this was helpful. Take care of yourselves and peace out.